On Wellness Spot today, back with Nawaz Singhania, founder, director of Body Art Fitness Studio. And since we're talking about the prevention of cancer, a bit more awareness that we're trying to create about cancer, which is amongst the highest rising lifestyle disease across the world and especially in India. There are quite a few things we need to keep in mind. We did speak about the prevalence of cancers, both in men and women, the types of cancers. We're going to talk about the importance of exercise. Nawaz, good to see you.
Hey, Annie. So it's first off important to know that about 75 to 80% of cancers are preventable through lifestyle and other changes. The rest is, of course, up to the big man above. And every human being does have cancer cells in their body, and 6 to 10 times or more in their life, they will come up with, a sufficient number of cancer cells to perhaps fall in the bracket of being categorized as having the disease. However, our immune system takes over. And if your immunity is high, you will kick that and you will not even have known it.
Right.
So that is the number one thing that exercise does for cancer prevention. It keeps your immune system up and high. Very, very important. It keeps your weight under control, which is also hugely important when it comes to many cancers and their prevention.
Right.
It works on keeping what's up there in the head in a good space. It keeps your anxiety down, lowers your general, tension. It reduces depression hugely. It triggers all your happy hormones. We can talk about that in detail a bit later. And it also does a lot in terms of keeping your heart healthy, your lungs healthy, keeping your energy levels up. It removes toxins from the system through the, circulatory system, through the sweat of your cardio workout. So it does a whole lot for you.
I believe in your personal experience also, Nawaz, exercise has come in very, very handy, despite the fact that you have senior parents who were diagnosed with cancer at a very senior age, but exercise helped. Can you give us like a small example of, was it easy for you to convince your parents to do like a regular regime of exercise?
So with my father, he had cancer twice around at stage 4, both times around. And he is the son of a soldier, First World War and Second World War.
Right.
And that's a very good thing, because then you tend to become very regimented, very on the clock. You're very, very disciplined. And once you know that something is good for you, you will do it like clockwork.
Right.
So he has his total faith and trust in me. If I say something, he will do it. Even if somebody gives him something to eat, whatever, a cake, whatever, chocolates, whatever, he'll say, no, don't give it to me. You call up Nawaz and ask her if this is okay, only then I'll accept it. So he's very easy to take care of, yes, regards exercise, etc., and all other lifestyle changes. My mother, when it's critical, yes. The rest of the time, not so much.
Okay. So while approaches have to be different, we know for a fact that exercises do help release good hormones, the hormones that are required to build immunity. How does it affect us?
So exercise releases the happiness hormones, the feel-good hormones, and there are quite a few of them, and they have different roles. So to start with, endorphins. Endorphins are the painkillers.
Right.
So when you exercise, that's what happens. You release those hormones by doing happy stuff like watching movies, listening to music, just laughing.
Right.
Friends, laughter, just enjoyment. There are also other lifestyle related hormones, which are very important in this whole process of antidepressant and keeping the anxiety low and meditating. And many of these are forms of meditation too. We do different things to meditate. So for example, serotonins, they're mood stabilizers. Just being with nature, meditating in different ways, mindfulness in the moment, a little bit of sun exposure, but not in the peak hours, so that you don't get the UV either, more towards dawn and more towards dusk, etc. Oxytocin is the love hormone.
Right.
So when you're socializing, when you're touching somebody, when you're hugging somebody, when you're keeping pets and kind of cuddling up to them, when you're helping people that need that aid, and eventually you've got dopamines, which is the reward chemical. I'm eating food, I'm feeling good about it, I'm feeling gratified, I achieve a goal, I complete a task, I self-care, I get a massage in. All these are really important. Yeah, small things, but they're actually not the small things, they're the big things.
Right, they're beautiful. I guess we always knew how exercise is always going to help us, and that's why we insist. I think not only on my show, in our personal lives also, we insist to try and exercise as much as we can, because they do help us in an extremely big way to keep any kind of lifestyle diseases and your general immunity that you require every day in its upkeep. This is something that comes in very, very handy. Thank you so much for today. We're going to continue this conversation next week too on Wellness Spot with Nawaz Modi Singhania.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from Radio 1.